When BMW unveiled the E9X M3 in 2007, it did something that shocked the world. For the first time in M3 history, the legendary straight six was gone, replaced by a high-revving, naturally aspirated V8 engine. And while that decision stirred controversy among BMW loyalists, it also created one of the most thrilling, raw, and unforgettable M cars ever built. Today, let's talk about the E9X M3 generation. The only V8-powered M3 in history will never be repeated, and why this car still sparks heated debates almost 2 decades later. At the core of this generation sat the S65 engine, a 4-liter V8 derived from BMW's Formula 1 technology. It revved to an astonishing 8,400 RPM, producing 414 horsepower without a single turbocharger in sight. No boost, no artificial whistles, just pure mechanical fury. And this was the controversy. Purists argued that the M3 had always been about balance, a compact sports car with a motorsports-grade straight-six engine. Slapping a V8 under the hood made the car heavier, thirstier, and in some eyes, less true to the M3's roots. But here's the twist. Once you drove it, that whole argument faded. The S65 wasn't just a V8. It was the V8. Razor-sharp throttle response, spine-tingling sound, and the kind of rev range that most turbocharged engines dream of. This was BMW saying, "We're not following trends, we're rewriting them." But while BMW was dropping a naturally aspirated V8 into the M3, something else was happening across the lineup. 2007 was also the debut of the N54 engine, a twin turbocharged inline six that appeared in cars like the 335i. At the time, it didn't look like much of a threat, but history would prove otherwise. The N54 laid the foundation for BMW's future, turbocharging. It offered effortless torque, tunability, and efficiency. Compared to the high-strung S65, the N54 hinted at where the industry was heading: forced induction and smaller displacement. In a way, the E9X M3 and the 335 represented two diverging paths in BMW's future. One, the last hurrah of high-revving natural aspiration. The other, the dawn of turbocharged dominance. And now it's pretty clear, turbos won that battle. So why won't BMW ever build another M3 like this? The answer is simple: regulations and efficiency. The S65 V8 was a masterpiece, but it drank gas like your drunk friend Eric, and emission standards were tightening across the globe. Pair that with consumer demand for torque-rich turbocharged engines, and the era of naturally aspirated V8s and compact sports cars was over. At least at BMW. But the modern M3s are great, right? They have more power, more speed, more technology, but they'll never have that same raw analog connection, the screaming blitz of 8,400 RPMs, or the instant response of a naturally aspirated engine. The E9X was truly last of its kind. Today, the E9X M3 holds a unique place in BMW's legacy. It's not just another M3, it's the only V8 M3, a car born in defiance of tradition, produced at the very peak of BMW's engineering confidence. It carried the DNA of motorsports and the soul of an era that's gone forever. And that's why enthusiasts like us still celebrate it, not because it was perfect, but because it dared to be different. The E9X M3 is proof that sometimes controversy builds legends. In the end, the V8 M3 wasn't just a car, it was a statement, a reminder of what it means to be the ultimate driving machine. And sometimes that's best served with a V8.